Sunday noon, June 16th. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all fine. I thought I'd start this tape, and then Grandpa and Mimi said that they'd talk on it. Maybe I can get Dad and Gary and Don to say a few words, too. We'll see. Gary's at church right now. The rest of us went to 9 o'clock Mass. We came home and had breakfast, and we just finished the dishes. So, Grandpa and Mimi and Dad and Don are sitting around talking and looking at the paper. Our weather's quite nice today. I think Gary's going to the lake with Art as soon as he gets home from church. I wrote you a long letter last night, so I think I told you just about all the news in that. But I'll think of something to say. Go ahead.
Hello? Gene and Larry and Scotty and Kim. This is Grandpa. This is your Grandpa from Seattle. So it is. Your old Grandpa. Well, I got here all right from Seattle. I left there at 7 o'clock in the morning, but the plane was late, so we didn't get out of Seattle till 9, and then we got into Minneapolis at 1:15, and then we had to wait there for the plane to come to Grand Forks. So it was about 7:15 we got into Grand Forks, but we made it fine. Well, now, what about my health? You'd like to know how I feel. I haven't been very good all winter. I've been sick quite a lot. But I went to the doctor here in Grand Forks. You know what that is, Janice, I mean. I went to Dr. Hellenpold, so I hope he'll help me a little bit. I'll feel a little better. But today I wasn't able to go to church, but Mimi went to church. It's sure nice to be here with Alvina and Ray and Don and Gary. And they got the house looking so nice. I just love it here. I do. I'll sure like it when you come. Like to see this. We'll be waiting for you when you come. I sure felt bad over Kennedy getting shot. That was a sure bad thing for the whole nation and the world, I think. The day of the funeral, I sat in my apartment there in Seattle, and I watched the whole thing. Sometimes I had to just cry. It was too bad. But that's the way the world goes. We can't help those things. I wonder what will they do now.
Hello, Janice and Larry, Scotty and Kim. Well, we finally got here to Grand Forks. It's sure nice to be here. Everything seems so nice and green here. Walt and Jean just called us today. Of course, it's Father's Day. They may come over here the 4th of July. I hope they do. It'd be nice to see them again. Elle and I went uptown 3 times since I came. I'm still able to get around. We're sure anxious to see you folks. Jean and Larry called us when we got here that night. Sisters met us at the plane, so we had a very nice visit with them. Sisters disappointed in going to Jamestown. They may come here for a while, though, this summer. Blanche and Chuck and Mike are fine, and they're going on their vacation starting the 21st of the month. They may possibly come down here, too. We were hoping they do. Connie finally got her divorce from Tommy. She's going to marry another guy. He sure is a nice fellow. We're so glad for her because she'll be back in her church now. And she's so happy about that. I guess he intends to build her a beautiful home there. He makes good money, so I'm sure that they will be very happy. She seems to be very happy. She's living with Jean right now, making it her home there with her. We sure are anxious for you to come, Janice. It will sure be nice to have you and Larry here with us again. Grandpa's anxious to see the children, so am I. We'll see a big change in Scotty, won't we? I'm glad, though, that you've been doing so well there, and I guess Al and Ray are very anxious for you to get here, too. And so is Donnie. They're sure waiting for those babies to get here. And, of course, you, too. There'll be a lot of work for you here, Larry, this summer. I think they'll have they got in such a lovely big garden. You just should see it. Yesterday they were cultivating it, and it sure looks nice out there. The biggest garden I guess they ever had. Well, we'll have lots of good garden stuff anyway. Yes, we felt terrible bad, too, about Robert Kennedy getting killed. Wasn't it sad, though? We listened to it all on television, Dad and I, and we sure thought it was pitiful. He had left such a big family. He was such a nice guy. Well, I guess we can't help that, can we? Bye-bye now, and we'll be talking to you some more later on.
Well, here I am again. Mimi and I just lost a game of whist to Grandpa and Dad. We didn't lose by very much, just by 2 points. So now Don took my place. He's going to play a game of cards with Mimi, and maybe and Don can beat Grandpa and Dad. Gary had came home from church with another guy. This guy's in the net. I think that was Gary. And they went to town. They're going to meet Art there and go down to the lake. It started springtime a little bit on the left, but it's cleared up now. It's kind of chilly out today, though. The sun isn't out, so it's not. Well, not very warm to go water skiing, but I suppose that's what they'll do. Donald took the car and went to town for a little while, but he was back in about half hour, 45 minutes. He said there wasn't anything much going on downtown. He bought himself some pop and some potato chips, so came home and watched the program on TV. Hi, Scotty, honey. What are you doing? This is Grandma talking. I bet you keep yourself busy. I hear you were outdoors in the wading pool the other day, you and little Kimmy. It's fun to be outside, isn't it? And it's nice you have a lot of little playmates there to play with. I hear you and Kimmy get along real good. Isn't it nice to have a little sister to play with? And well, it seems like you'd have a little brother too. We can hardly wait for you and Kimmy to come here. We have a big yard here for you to play in, honey, and you can take your ball outside. And we'll have to get you a sandbox too, so you can play out there. Then you'll be able to ride in the truck with Daddy and Grandpa and Uncle Gary and Uncle Don. And we have this little tractor, and I'm sure you'll enjoy getting a ride on that. We really enjoy hearing you talk on the tape, Scotty. You talk real good. And you can say so many words now, and we can understand you so clearly. We love to hear little Kimmy's voice on the tape too. She really all. And that last letter we got from your money, I was so happy to see that you wrote on it too. That is very nice hearing from you, sweetheart.
There's Grandpa back again, Kenneth and Larry and youngsters. We just finished playing cards. We just missed seeing your dad, Larry. Too bad. The plane came in a little late, but I'm sure we will see your folks quite a few times this summer. Glad to hear you're feeling better. We stayed up watching the fasting last night. We always watch it at home in Seattle, but we like it better in Seattle because we know the wrestlers, and you should see Mimi when they're wrestling, boy. She just jumps and hits her legs on the floor and jumps around. She gets so mad at them, and they don't do it right. It's a little cold here today. For this time of year, it's kind of cloudy. But I don't think it's going to rain. It rained so much yesterday, from last night. Just right now, I just came in from the kitchen, and Don and Ray is playing cards. I don't know just what they're playing because I can't play that kind of a game. I think it's, I don't know what it is. But you know what? It's going to be nice to see you here this summer. Say, Larry, you should see the lawnmower that Don has got. Boy, is it ever a good one. He just finished cutting that lawn yesterday. Cultivated the trees. Oh, I think it's a wonderful mower. It's cost a lot of money. You know, this thing makes me kind of nervous. I don't know what to say sometimes, and I get mixed up, but I hope you can understand me the best way, you know. Just in my own way, that's all.
That's right.
And maybe talks into modesty. It's not supposed to do that. And then she sits there and laughs at me. Gets me all mixed up. She said she's going to talk to her after a while. So she is. I'm going to lay down pretty soon and have a sleep, and then I'm going to get up and shave. So I'll pepped up, maybe go out tonight. I don't know where. I just tell because my legs are pretty weak and I can't walk very fast. I can't run, but I can sit down. Then as I laugh at your mom, she's got quite a time to get your dad to talk and this. He don't want to do it. Johnny don't want to talk, and Gary, he runs. He don't want to talk. I try to do the best I can. I'm sorry for her. She likes to say things and get this thing filled up so she can send it to you right away. But she's making all right. I guess you don't need me to talk. Sitting here laughing at me, going to get me all twisted up. Yeah, twist that up now, so
Hey,
you see that going around?
Hey, Janice. You know, we just played a game of cards. Donnie and I won one hand. Boy, it's sure hard to play against your dad because and your grandpa here because they're too smart for us. Oh, we had a nice drink of wine, so we thought we could play cards. We're going to play canasta this evening. I wish you were here, Larry. We'd sure have a nice game, wouldn't we?
We
We're both sitting here trying to think of something to say, and we don't, either one of us know what to say. So we're both laughing at one another. One's as dumb as the other. It's fun though to talking to you, though, isn't it? You're so far away, but yet we can talk to one another. Isn't that nice? We listened to you on the record player here the other night, and it sure was good to hear you, and seemed like you were right with us.
Hi, here's Mom back. That game that Donald and Dad are playing is Demon. Remember, Dan, how we used to play Demon so much? I don't know who's the best player, Dad or Don, but they're really going at it in the kitchen there. I'm going to make dinner now. We're going to have sirloin steak for dinner tonight, so wish you were here. Good to have some with us, but we'll have some when you come. Do you do much barbecuing outside? I've seen the letters you do mention taking the grill out sometimes. So it must be kind of nice to cook outside once in a while. How's your mouse been lately, Janice? I hope it's better and healing up now. I think I'm just about at the end of this tape, so if it runs out, you know the reason why. If I stop in the middle of a sentence, I'm going to turn it over and see if Dad and Don will talk on it. Or maybe I should just put it in their kitchen there while they're playing Demon. It might be kind of a wild conversation. I've got this tape recorder set up in Grandpa and Mimi's bedroom. So as soon as it turns out, I'll get it out of here so they can take a little nap. Sunday we were in Langdon. I guess Carl set up that tape recorder of his and put it right by the door, and Dorothy and I were talking, so you might have heard some wild conversation on there too. I could have died when I found out that he had that thing on. I'll try and get this tape finished today, and then I can mail it tomorrow or the next day as soon as I go in. Then we'll be expecting another tape from you real soon. We just love to get them. And I imagine you enjoy getting them too. Jean said that they should get a tape recorder. I wish she would too. It'd be nice sending her tape once in a while too. But here they got a couple of bikes the other day. So she said they go bike riding. Oh, it's kind of fun when everybody else has them too. So nice exercise. Jean called us today. Mimi and Grandpa had got in on the plane.
Today already it's Father's Day. Time to go by fast. No time at all, you probably be here. It will be nice to have you here. We've been having nice weather around here. It's sort of nice today. Gary and Art took off for the night about 1 o'clock. Gary just got back last night, or yesterday afternoon, from his car camp. It was late. He missed Teddy's wedding because he had to drive a truck back the next morning, so he couldn't get off to come down here. Last week, Larry, I bought a golf set. So when you come down, you're going to have to bring your golf set, and we're going to have to go play some golf. Haven't really been doing too much lately. My car stopped again. I just have to try to get that thing going. Next week, I'm planning on starting. I'm going to make a sandbox for Scotty. I'll get that all ready before you come. Well, I better go for now and let Dad talk on it a while, and then I'll talk to him later on. Goodbye for now.
Janice, Larry, Scotty, and Kim. Well, we're just finished playing cards. We're about to have supper pretty quick, so we'll say a few words. Oh, we had quite a little rain, and some of the grain now is just about ready to head outside. some fields up by Arvilla up there are headed out. Looks like they're early harvest. Should be done early. And maybe we can get a fishing trip up before Larry starts school. Yeah, got a bottle for Father's Day, so maybe Larry can help me finish it out if he gets here quick enough. It was kind of nice to hear you be back pretty soon. We're sure looking for those two little rascals. You think you'll be able to go fishing with your study? Maybe you ride the tractor or something? I know you'll be able to get in the truck with Gary or Donnie or somebody. We were up at Langdon a couple weeks ago. We had a nice time up there. And Carl also went to meeting at Sioux Falls. He was with Walter and Jean for supper there one evening. And Gary, he went to the lake with Art and Jim and them boys. I'll bet Larry would sure like that water skiing. They sure have a good time. Got a nice boat. And, so maybe this week, some evening, we'll be able to finish our steps. Gary's been away for 2 weeks. So, get somebody pleased. We're going to have a nice garden this year. So we'll have some sweet corn when it gets down here. Well, maybe the last of around August sometime, get some. So I don't have too much to say. I'll just let Mother finish it off here. And I'll say goodbye to you, Janice, Larry, Scotty, and Kim. And take care, good Scotty and Kim, so there's nothing happens till they get here. We'll see that they get some good rides and stuff. So I'll say goodbye.
Well, here it is Monday already, and June 17th, so happy birthday, Janice. I hope you had a real nice day. The day went by so fast today, I just really don't know what we did do. Anyway, I didn't go uptown. I did a little sewing this afternoon. I made a pair of trousers of Grandpa's real shorter, and then I had a house dress I'd bought that was too long, so I made that shorter. I was with him some deep trousers, but I just didn't get around to it. Time got away from me. I guess after listening to television for a while this evening, we played canasta. We also played a game of canasta last night before I went to bed, and then tonight we played 2 games. I really can't see who's doing it. I guess we both won a game. It rained a little while this afternoon, and then again this evening. Seems like we always just get a real heavy shower every now and then, so I'll keep the garden watered and flowers so we don't have to do that. And it's really good for the crops. We don't have too much rain yet. Edmure is Rochester. She went down a couple weeks ago. I called Mickey today to see how she was getting along, and she said there wasn't much improvement yet. Stuart stayed down there with Edmure for a week, and then he came back Saturday. He said he'd probably be down there 2-3 more weeks. She's been real nervous, lately, or for this last year, I guess. And I just didn't seem to be getting any better here with the pills and medicine she was taking. So they thought they'd go down to Rochester and see if they could do anything for her down there. So I hope she gets well soon. I'll try and get this tape finished tomorrow so I can get it mailed. Don's taking the car into Howard tomorrow for noon about 10:30. So I think I'll go in the afternoon for a while. I have to pick up some spray for the tomatoes because there's little kind of flies or something on them that's eating the leaves. I'll have to get that tomorrow.
Hi, Jan, Larry, Scott, and Kim. About 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm just about to take the car in about a half hour. I have to get the power steering fixed on it. And we had to get the brakes fixed on it. Got that done yesterday, but he couldn't finish it all. Yesterday I went to play some tennis, but I sort of got it rained out. We got a lot of rain yesterday. It sure did come down hard. Today, though, it really looks like a nice day. Been having a lot of rain lately. Last 2 weeks we had about 8 or 9 inches. It's quite a lot for 2 weeks. But it never hurt the field because it was real dry just before that. I better go for now. I think breakfast ready. Bye.
This is Gary speaking though. If you don't recognize me, it's because I got a real bad cold. I caught a fill of Scott camp and we went skiing Sunday. The water was pretty cold and it didn't help any. We've been getting quite a lot of rain here. The crops look real good. Today I'm going to work some summer fall. So, see you in 2 months. It sure will be nice to have you here or real anxious to see you. So, goodbye for now.
Well, good morning, everyone. Here it is Tuesday morning. Gary and Don just had breakfast, and Don went out to help Gary start the tractor so he can just go out and do some summer fall, and Don's going to town with the car. Looks like kind of a nice day today. It's only 9:30 now, but it's 60 degrees, and the sun is out, so it'll probably get warmer. Just about 15 minutes ago, we had a little rain shower. The cloud going by, I guess. It doesn't look like it's raining anymore today. Gary said you might go to up to the doctor today and get a penicillin shot for his cold. I think it would be a pretty good idea. He really got a cold. Al has a kind of a cold now too. As soon as Al gets back with the car, I'm gonna take a run into town, pick up a few groceries and a few little things down. I want to get back kind of early, so in case Gary decides he wants to go in. Me and Grandpa got a letter from Sister Mary Evelyn yesterday. She didn't have too much to say. But she hopes she got down here this summer for a while. I hope she gets down here too. I think the two sisters will probably come for a week or so before they go on the new mission in August. I think that Margaret Ann is getting a new mission too. She didn't know where she was going, but she figured it would be someplace in either St. Paul or Minneapolis. I just got the mail a little while ago. We got a thank you note from Dan Keys for money we sent for graduation, and Mimi and Grandpa got a real nice letter from Blanche, and we got the Herald, and that was about all. Dennis, you got a university pamphlet. It's the annual review from the university. Aluminum review, really. I never sent them to you because I just didn't really figure that you wanted them. I'll save this one in case you want to read when you come. It's real windy out again today. I went outside for a while, went out to the shed to see if I could find that screen or kind of a fence that I put up for the CPs, but I couldn't find it. My CPs are growing kind of high now, and they should have something to climb on. So when Don gets back, I'll have him go out to the granary and see if I can put it out there. Mimi and I just finished the dishes. Mimi helps me with the dishes all the time. She's been feeling pretty good. Mimi and I are going to go uptown. It's going to go uptown today. Can't walk around town too long, but then I'm not going to stay uptown very long anyway. Grandpa doesn't feel very good today. He had kind of a bad night. His legs bothered him so much. So maybe one of these days you'll go and see Dr. Daly and see if you can give him something for it. I told you Bill Dubuque had went to the army, and when he left here, he went to Fargo, and they didn't know where he was going to go. Well, now they said that he was at Fort Lewis in Washington. So just finished painting their house. They painted it as a brighter green than it was before. And Bert's painted their house over too. There's kind of a bluish green. Makes ours look kind of pale looking, but it's okay. I was just reading the paper and I see where Frank and Clara have the announcement of their that they're celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary next Sunday. It says that the event will be from 2 to 5 in the church basement. Clara had asked our circle group, Lil and Marion and Evan and some of us to help serve at this. She said it's just going to be kind of a small reception, I suppose. Cake and Proudy, fancy cookies and stuff like that. Betty and Leon and family will be coming down, and then all her other children are right here.
Hi, Janet. We're just sitting here waiting for Gary to come home to dinner. Alvina and I are going uptown after a while. As soon as Donnie gets back with the car. I also got a letter from Blanche today. They're leaving on their vacation Friday. I don't know whether they'll come down here or not, but we're just hoping they will. It sure is wonderful that you got to go to England, isn't it? Because you've seen a lot of countries that you'll never see again, maybe. It's sure lovely. Nice to be able to travel. The next trip we plan on making is a trip around the world. Wouldn't that be something?
Mimi and I are just sitting here at the table. Gary's out in the field and he hasn't come in yet. It's 12:15. Gary, he just right on the dot. So I thought I better have this ready at 12. So we're just sitting here thinking of something to say so we can finish this tape. Not too much left, but I want to mail it when I go uptown. Seems like when I sit down to write a letter, I can think of all kinds of things to say. My letter gets so thick then I wonder if I have enough stamps on it. But just sit here and say something on this. It takes a while. I suppose Dorothy and Carl have company now. She said that they told us that they had some relatives that were coming down from Seattle. They didn't know how long they were going to stay. And then some weekend they're going to come down and spend a weekend with us before you folks come. And then I'm sure after you come, they'll be down quite often.
Hello. Dennis, Larry, Scotty, Tim. This is Grandpa back again. No, Grandpa from Seattle. I'm just here sitting with Mimi, and I'll find Mimi and I would like to see TV. Pulling her face up anyhow. She is. I had a kind of a poor night last night. Very good. I think I'll feel a little better today. I'll make it all right. All I ask is just pray a little sometimes. Pray for it all. Nice to be nice and warm in the house. I'm just going to say goodbye now. This is the last time I'll talk. Till we see you when you come this summer. So take good care of yourselves and don't let nothing go wrong. We'll see you. Goodbye.
Well, Don just got back from town. Gary's coming in now, so I'll go and fix him his dinner. Hi, Scotty. How are you? What are you doing? I suppose you're busy all the time. You and your little sister, Kim. Hi, Kimmy, darling. How are you? Well, this is about the end of the tape now. I'll say goodbye, and I'll write to you real soon. Hope we hear from you. I'm sure we will, because we always hear regular from you. Time is going by real fast now, and it won't be long until you're here. It seems, especially not me and Grandpa here, it's going by real fast. Goodbye. We've been playing cards, and just sitting around visiting and talking. It's real nice to have them here. I have some money to really get done, otherwise I get all this thing and then the TV. But